and off. 3 miles ahead of them, this is the time form premium ratings available at Racing TV. Handicap chase on the approach to the first fence. Run to Milan from Edith Selton, Classic Ben. Poker Play blunders at the first. 5th at the time, Tom Scudamore sat tight. 2nd is an Open Ditch. Run to Milan, Edith Selton, Classic Ben. Eden Flight over in 4th. Gallop looks to be a decent one. Win My Wings is having nothing to do with it in rear. Drumley Wattar another off the pace as they jump the last fence in the back straight on the first circuit. Run to Milan, the leader, from Edith Selton on the inside of Classic Ben. Eden Flight is out wide of those. And then Poker Play and the Grey Another Emotion. Musical Slave is settled in the last trio. The pace has steadied. And the last pair are Win My Wings and Drumley Wattar. So Run to Milan will lead them right-handed out of the back straight, moving on by a couple of lengths over Edith Selton on the inside of Classic Ben. Poker Play survived a first fence blunder and has moved into 4th ahead of Eden Flight at the bottom of the home straight. Musical Slave, Another Emotion, the next two, then Win My Wings, and finally chasing debutant Drumley Wattar. They're approaching the first of the 4 plain fences up the home straight. Fence number 4, Run to Milan, up the inside with the advantage. Poker Play jumps into 2nd, but pitches on landing. Hasn't stopped him going up to press for the lead, though, over the 2nd up the straight. Edith Selton remains prominent right up the inside. Classic Ben front rank. Eden Flight pursuing the leading quartet as they jump the next up the home straight. Run to Milan led from Poker Play, Classic Ben, Edith Selton, Eden Flight, Another Emotion, Musical Slave, Win My Wings, and coming to jump fence number 7, Drumley Wattar remains last, but well in touch. Makes a slight mistake, does the back marker, and incurs the wrath of the rider and gets a reminder. Circuit ahead of them. Past the judge, Run to Milan, leading a length over Edith Selton, Classic Ben, and Poker Play in line for 2nd. Eden Flight and Another Emotion upsides as they close in on the water jump. Then the patiently ridden Musical Slave and Win My Wings and Drumley Wattar as they come to jump the water. Fence number 8, Run to Milan from Classic Ben. A blunder from Edith Selton at the water jump, hit that hard. Landed very awkwardly. Plain fence now before a ditch. Number 9, Run to Milan from Classic Ben, Poker Play, Edith Selton. Eden Flight on the heels of the leading quartet as they close in on fence number 10. Open ditch, Run to Milan. Over it from Edith Selton and Classic Ben, who shared 2nd. Eden Flight has regained 4th place at the expense of Poker Play. Then follows Musical Slave and Another Emotion, and Win My Wings, and Drumley Wattar's labouring in rear, but he's still in touch. Top of the hill, turning right-handed. Run to Milan yet to be headed. Classic Ben and Edith Selton, 2nd and 3rd. Then follows Poker Play on the outside of Eden Flight. And then Musical Slave travelling well on the inside of the Grey Another Emotion. Win My Wings is still firmly held on to. And Drumley Wattar, coming widest of all on the downhill run to the back straight, remains in rear. Line of 4 fences taken in the back straight. They're approaching the 11th. Run to Milan from Classic Ben. And then follows Edith Selton in the leader's slipstream. Poker Play still well on terms. Eden Flight continues to chase the front rank. Another Emotion next. Still no move from Musical Slave nor Win My Wings as they jump the 11th. Drumley Wattar the last to clear it. On their way towards another plain fence before the final ditch. This is number 12 upcoming. And it's Run to Milan from Classic Ben, Poker Play, Edith Selton. And then Another Emotion making steady headway, going over the 12th. After those, Musical Slave and Eden Flight. And then a little gap developing to Drumley Wattar as they run towards the final open ditch with Win My Wings. The back marker, Eden Flight, made a mistake when struggling to hold his position at the ditch. Number 14 now, last on the far side, Run to Milan, less than a length in front of Classic Ben. Edith Selton remains close up. Poker Play still pursuing the leaders. Musical Slave is closing in on the leading group. Just behind the grey, Another Emotion, who's now been ridden along. Win My Wings is making an effort from well off the pace. Drumley Wattar's been off the bridle for a long way, but he's still in touch. Eden Flight has dropped back to be last, but in truth, you could throw a blanket over them. There's only 5 lengths covering the entire field at the bottom of the home straight, with 4 plain fences to jump homeward bound. Run to Milan, Classic Ben with every chance. Poker Play on the stand side. Edith Selton rode along. Musical Slave is making smooth progress to pursue the leaders. Another Emotion's weakened as they close in on the 4th from home. Run to Milan up the inside, Classic Ben stand side, and then Poker Play in the closing. Musical Slave, Classic Ben took over, 4 out. Edith Selton back in 5th. Win My Wings effort maybe petering out, 3 out. Classic Ben made a mistake and has gone. Classic Ben a faller, hampered Musical Slave, who was left 2nd. Run to Milan inherited the advantage. Edith Selton in 3rd, over 2 outs. Run to Milan with a couple of lengths in hand over Musical Slave, nearest the stand side. They've cleared away from Edith Selton, with Win My Wings running on well, moving into 3rd. It's Run to Milan with the advantage from Musical Slave. Win My Wings is finishing strongly on the inside. Run to Milan hanging to the stand side. Win My Wings has taken 2nd, closing in on Run to Milan as they run up towards the line. Win My Wings on the inside, getting up near the finish to run down. Run to Milan. Back in 3rd was Musical Slave, and they finish a long way clear of a very tired 4th, Edith Selton.